make sure you, Wednesday, make sure you come in with your budget material, or at least the shell of it, so you can fill in stuff, because we're going to start going over it, so I can get it out of the way, so we can
Well, I guess I didn't use them.
just get it out of the way. All right, so here's the test. It's called 2019-20 Unit 2 test. Now remember, there's about 14 questions that are bonus questions. And I was asked Friday in one of my other classes if the final is online. And everybody looked at that person and she got mad. Everybody turned around and looked at her. And why is everybody looking at me? And then everybody started laughing. And she said, what the hell is everybody laughing at me for? I just kept on teaching. But anyway, make sure you start the test. All right. Evaluate the factorial expression. Well, I'm going to let y'all do that on your calculator. 7 factorial over 5 factorial. Well, the 5 factorial, 7 times 6 is 42. So it should be 42. But y'all check it.
42.
Okay, you got it? 42. And how did I do that in my head? Because I am fantastic.
You're smart.
The 5 factorials cancel, and that leaves 7 times 6 in the numerator. And what's 7 times 6?
42.
Yeah, let's write that on the board, so hopefully some of y'all on the calculator drill team, you might not have to use your calculator. 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And what happens to the 5 factorials?
Cancel.
And that leaves 7 times 6.
I don't use my calculator though, you have my speed.
Yeah, exactly. You probably can't do it.
I
So
can't do it, so I have to.
And speed.
yeah. Yeah, he said speed.
Who
Well,
uses
I think in
speed?
Pennsylvania, they're paying doctors to go into the drug rooms so that people won't OD. And if they OD, drug rooms where people can legally shoot up drugs. Y'all listening to
Clean
this?
room.
Where people can actually shoot up drugs, Pennsylvania is hiring doctors and nurses, I guess, to sit in there, have an office, in case somebody overdoses.
That's stupid.
Where it was, I saw on the news, they got a damn opioid vending machine.
Yeah.
You seen that? I think it was.
Yeah, I saw that
I think it was
too.
Canada or something.
Yep. Answer the following questions using arrangements with repetitions, permutations, or combinations. Be sure to explain why the particular counting technique applies to the problem. How many different 7-character passwords can be named, but can be formed from the uppercase A to G? So that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This looks like smile, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So how many letters is that? 7 factorial. Somebody tell me how much that is.
8.
So
7. Yeah, 7.
7 factorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which one says? Which one is? Which A, B, C, or D? Which one is it?
It's,
Repetition goes selected more than once.
isn't it D? No.
Let me read the question again. Answer the following question. How many different 7-character passwords, that's 7, can be
It's
formed from the uppercase letters A to G if repetition is not allowed?
So yeah, I guess that'd be D.
It is,
has
so
to
it is
be
D.
D.
Yeah.
And what is 7 factorial?
5040.
Where's my little, oh, I didn't preview, so I don't have the check answer button. Oh, well. Determine the probability of the given opposite event. Opposite event means the complement. What is the probability that a 58% free throw shooter will miss her next free throw? 0.42, Hubert. That's right, or 42%. 0.42. Yeah, give it to you in a percent, and you have to type it in as a decimal. That's real mathematically correct. If you start with a percent, you end with a percent.
End it with the percent.
Thank you. This is
Oh. Okay.
A musician plans to perform 5 selections for a concert. If he can choose 7, how many ways can he arrange his program? Does it say anything about order?
No.
Somebody do me a combination 7, combination of 5.
2,520. So 2,520.
Yeah, how about 2,520? 25.
Yeah, that works too.
An experiment consists of drawing 1 card from a standard 52 card deck. What is the probability of drawing a red card?
A and then another
1 over 4. Or wait, no, it's half.
I got
23 over what? 23 over 52.
Oh, okay, I was right. Oh,
Now make sure you use the, no, 26. Sorry, 1/2. 1 over 2. Some of y'all probably said 1/2 and I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I don't speak mumble. Because how many red cards are there in a 52 card deck? 26. Not 23. I don't know where I got 23 from. Sorry. I suck.
Yeah, you do.
A bag contains 13 balls numbered 1 through 13. What is the probability that a randomly selected ball has an even number?
D.
Well, you got to
Also.
count, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 6 out of what? 13. And 6 balls out of 13. So that would be delta.
Oh.
I need to go back and make these a little bit more difficult. A baseball manager has 12 players on the same ability. How many 9-player starting lineups can he create? Combination or permutation? Thank you. No, there's no order. Should be combination. See, didn't it say same ability?
Yeah.
So somebody do
Alpha.
12 combination of 9.
Alpha.
Alpha. Next. Answer the following question using arrangements with repetition, permutation, or combination. How many anagrams, rearrangements, of the letter champagne? Is that a word? Champagne. Campany? Champagne? I'm on. I don't know what it is, but I'm fixing to look it up and see if it's a word. Y'all can be doing your math. I'm going to look it up. We're going to learn a word today.
Word of the day.
Yay!
The SAT word for today is camphone. And I can't even spell it on the daggum phone. Cam-phone. Meaning.
You're going to have a phone when you go out to camp.
Camphone. Camphone. A combined mobile phone and digital, whatever.
So a cell phone.
Yeah.
When you go to camp.
Who
and you
come
need a phone.
up with camphone? Now that you know who came up with that? Some
The Russians.
guy or girl in a closet office down the hall that don't talk to anybody. Y'all hear that, Pendleton? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somebody do 8 factorial. What do you get?
40,320.
40,320. I guess everybody got that. Okay, that's a bonus question. Let's answer it because I want to make sure, see what we get wrong and right. Incomplete decreases. Determine whether the following individual events are overlapping or non-overlapping. Then find the probability of the combined event. Drawing either a black king, what does or mean? Add a black king or a red ace on one draw from a regular deck of cards. What if it said and?
That's the multiple. That's
Did not do it.
You should do.
Remember what I told you, it's not the math that gets you, it's the reading. What if it was and? Drawing a black king and a red ace on one draw from a regular deck of cards.
You couldn't do that.
You couldn't do it, so it would be you can't do it. It'd be 0 because you can't draw 2 cards with one draw. So, and is that a question on a standardized test? Yes. Just like I told you, what is the probability of rolling a 7 on a die? 0. So,
0, you can't do it.
how many black kings are there? 2
Two.
out of what? 52.
52.
Plus 2 out of 52 is 4 out of 52. They are not overlapping. Is that it? Oh, there you go, probability. So somebody, I don't see any type as, so 2, that'd be 4 out of 52, which
One
is
over
1
13.
out of what, 13?
113.
Next. Determine whether the following individual events are independent or dependent. Drawing 3 10s in a row from a standard deck of cards when the drawn card is not returned. So that means it's dependent. And y'all do the math because you're going to have to do it. They're small numbers, so you're going to have to do it by hand. You're going to have to do, let's see, how many 10s are there? 4? 4 out of 52, 3 out of 51, 2 out of 50, right? So you're going to have to do that math. Somebody do it for me? Oh, great. A simplified fraction, which we never do in probability. But anyway, except for odds. So what is 52?
Okay, it'd be
Not what I was
3
doing.
over.
4 times 3 times 2 is 24, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be 24 over, and 52 times 51 times 50. Now, I know I got to reduce it, but right now I'm just trying to get the answer.
132,600.
I'm sorry, what?
132,600.
And of course, y'all need to simplify that. And I know you probably can divide it by, see if you can divide
You can divide it by
132,600 by 24.
It's 1 over 5,525.
5,525. 1 over 5,525. Thank you. Next, I need to go back and revise this test, don't y'all think?
No, I don't think so. You're good.
The trifecta
Just
at
right.
most
Oh, man.
racetracks consists of selecting first, second, and third. If there are 6 entries, somebody give me 6 permutation 3.
120.
What?
120.
Next, should be 120. Y'all all check your calculators. Okay? Make sure you can do it. Why do I not entertain any questions about bonus points at the end of the semester?
D.
Because my head hurts. Because I'm mean. No, bravo.
It's D.
Because I want you
Bravo.
to fail and live in a ditch.
That's what it is.
And you don't have to worry about anything anymore because Bernie will take care of you. Communication is the key. Determine whether the following randomly selecting a four-person committee consisting entirely of men from a pool of 16 men and 17 women. Okay, now when you're picking people, there's no overlap. Okay, I'm sorry, not overlap. And you can't replace a person after you pick them. So it's independent.
Dependent.
Okay, I mean, without replacement. So it's dependent because you can't say, oh, we picked Bob, but we're going to put Bob back in. No, you can't do that. Okay, so somebody do, and we got to do, now this one is correct. You do decimals, 4 places. So 16 and, what is 16 and 17? What is that? Dang old 33? Is it 33?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so 16 over 33, 15 over 32, 14 over 31, and I done lost my top number. What was I saying?
13 over 30?
13 over
30?
30. Okay, y'all do it. Y'all see what I'm doing. And give me 4 decimal places.
0.0445.
Everybody get that? Now check that 5 and make sure he rounded correctly because I don't want to get it wrong over a digit. And then everybody say, I don't know what I'm doing.
Next digit was a 7, so.
Oh my gosh, there's somebody on the other side of the room. I didn't know that, Pendleton.
Don't pay him no attention.
She's telling people not to pay me any attention. Isn't that rude?
Don't, just ignore it.
Coming from somebody with pink hair, magenta hair.
I have
What does the Hallmark
multicolors
do?
in my hair, thank you.
See, she's advertising. She's got cracks. She's gonna say. When does the homework terminate?
I don't even care.
Toward the end of the materials. I cannot read. That's a good one. Find the probability of the given event, choosing 4 numbers that match 4 randomly selected balls when the balls are numbered 1 through 37. 37 combination 4. Somebody give me that. Wait a minute.
It's got to be a fraction.
We got to put a 1. I guess they're assuming. Okay, I guess they're assuming you're buying a 1 ticket. So somebody give me, that's not a good question because they're not saying that you bought a ticket. They're just assuming. So choosing 4 numbers. So somebody do that for me. 37 combination of 4. 66,045. Somebody write that number down, number 17. Because we may get that one wrong because the question is not, it says type in an integer. To me, that says an integer could be a whole number, but why did they put the simplified fraction? I'm going to go with 66,045. We may get that one wrong, but I think I'm right because it does not give you any information of a ticket. So we're going with the integer, not the simplified fraction. Evaluate the expression. Now you could actually do this one in your head because you could take the 15 and the 11 and the 11 would cancel out. That'd be 15 times 14 times 13 times 12. And then you could just do that over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3, is it 48? 4 times 3 is 12. No, 24. So 15, in fact, 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 over 24. Somebody give me the number. Oh, it's a fraction. So it's going to be,
What?
you got to type in fraction.
Oh.
I was getting a whole number.
Yeah, I got a whole number.
Well, give it says an integer. So what is it?
1,365. Yeah.
1065?
No, 1365.
1365. Next. Okay, the following table gives the gender and political affiliation of 100 randomly selected voters. All right, I'm going to let y'all do this one. Get your highlighter out because this is one that you might need to do. I'm looking. Okay. No, I don't think you have to do the additive law. I don't see a and anywhere or. So I think you could just do it, just by thinking. What is the probability that you select a woman? Well, first of all, there's 100 politicians there. Okay? So what's the probability of a woman?
59 over, or it's 59%.
0.59, but you got to do 59 over 100 because y'all are not smart enough to change it into a decimal by this book.
I know, I put my socks on the wrong feet today.
Exactly. You put a miscode, yeah. Yeah, that's what this book thinks. And the reason is, I told you, the history of 103. People couldn't pass it in Clemson, so they made it as dumb could be. What is the probability that you selected a Republican? Might as well change that
53
to
over
racist.
100.
Just change Republican to racist. What is the probability that you selected a racist Republican?
53 over 100.
53 over 100. Or a terrorist, because they can be terrorists too. What is the probability that you do not select a Democrat?
67 over 100.
Wait a minute. Yeah, because it'd be a little bit different than, because you got to go, now be careful here because you got to read. Do not select the Democrat would be the Republican and the Independent. So that would be what? Republicans are 28 and 25. Independents are 8 and 6. So add those four together. What did you get? 67?
67.
That's a prime example of reading the question. What is the probability that you select a male Democrat?
1
Male
over 10.
is 23. So, I'm sorry, it's 10. So it'd be 10 over 100. What is the probability that you select someone who is not a female Republican? All right, let's
18
highlight
over
female.
25.
Okay, hold on. Female Republican would be right here. So it'd be 100 minus 28. What'd you say?
I said
72?
18 over 25. I rounded it already, but yes.
Okay. We gotta simplify all these. Crap.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What'd you give me?
18 over 25.
We gotta change that other one to 1 over 10. 1 divided by 10. 67 we can't. 53 we can't. 59. Okay. That should be your answers. Now the reason I put this on the test is that's a standardized test question. Most of the questions I put on my test are usually standardized test questions. And the only one that equals 100, still people miss. Suppose that an urn contains 3 white marbles, 11 black marbles, and 6 yellow marbles. If one marble is selected, determine the probability that it is white.
3 over
3
20.
out of 20.
20.
3 out of 20. Okay, 3 out of 20. Yeah, I need to go back and revise this test. There's the one that everybody misses. Still
I'm surprised Miss Jeter didn't call 1-800 I'm a loser to try
Yeah,
to get
I
a
wonder
hold
what
of
you
you.
get if you dial that number.
He's about to
Y'all
call
was
it.
a suicide out loud. I didn't know that. Okay, a card is drawn. A card is drawn at random from a well-shuffled deck of cards. What is the probability of drawing a face card or a 3? So a face card would be what? 4 out of 52 plus 3 out of 52 would be 7 over 52. which would be, which is 7 go into 52? I don't think it will. Wait a minute, did I read something wrong here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 12 out of 52. I was thinking of kings. 12 out of 52 plus 4 out of 52 is 16 over 52,
D.
right? And that would be 4 over 13.
A.
Somebody, okay, check me.
Yeah, it's alpha.
In a certain lottery, 6 different numbers between 1 and 10 inclusive are drawn. Okay, so that'd be 10, combination 6. These are the winning numbers. How many different selections are possible? Okay, so that would be 10, combination of 6. You said it got 210? Now remember, this doesn't ask you, does it ask you what is the probability of winning? Okay,
No.
This one says how many different selections are possible. That right there is the difference between putting this over 1 and not putting it over 1. And you need to be able to get that context when you're reading these questions, especially on a standardized test. If you are dealt 2 cards successfully with replacement of the first, okay, with replacement, find the probability of getting a heart. So that would be what? 13 over 52.
And then 12.
And a diamond. So that'd be 13 over 52 raised to the 2nd power. So somebody reduce that down for me. That'd be 26 over some BA number.
Be 1 over 16.
Okay?
B.
Thank you. Next. Among the contestants in a competition are 42 women and 21 men. If 5 winners are randomly selected, what is the probability that they are all men? How dare they? Okay, so among the contestants, this is without replacement because you can't win twice. All right? If 5 winners, so that's going to be, what's 42 to 60, what, 3? So it'd be 21 over 63, 20 over 62, 19 over 61,
60.
and I'm losing it. So go ahead and finish it out. You got to do 5 winners. What is it?
Almost there. 0.03. Wait, what? I did something.
I'm waiting.
Something.
21 over 63. Parentheses. 21 divided by 63. Close parentheses times parentheses 20 times.
0.002.
Well, I'm doing it now, so I appreciate your willingness to answer the question. I'm doing it
I had a
now.
wrong number in there. I did 61 twice.
19 over what? 61?
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
follow
and then-
with me. Make sure I'm not making a mistake.
Then 18 over 60.
Times 18 over 60. And the last one,
17 over 59.
17 over 59. And 0.0028, 0.0029. Is that it right there, A?
Alpha.
Alpha.
You're going to have to go back and make this test even a lot more difficult. Does humor replace your lowest test grade? No. I'm going to try to get through as many as I can. A baseball manager has 10 players on the same ability. How many 9-player startups can he create? That's a combination because it says same ability. But don't you bat in a certain order? Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know. This question is kind of vague. we not write this one down, number 28. We may miss this one because I think a batter,
Alpha.
baseball manager, you have to bat in a certain order. So who's our baseball players? Mr. Porch, you play baseball? Huh? Anybody?
Yep.
Okay. Is a startup, isn't that offense? Okay. Somebody do permutation.
It'd be
10
Alpha.
permutation 9.
It's A.
Write that number down. We may get that one wrong. What was the other one? Number what? 16?
No, the other one was
17. Write those two
17.
numbers down. There are 8 members on a board. There's your order. 1, 2, 3. So 3, 8, permutation 3. Okay, next, 336 is what I got, or somebody got. If you miss a question on a test and you believe it is correct, throw a temper tantrum.
Alpha.
Yes.
That always works.
Alpha. Welcome to
Scream
preschool.
and throw a tantrum, yep. Find the odds of getting a sum of 11 with 2 fair dice. So let's pull up our handy dandy, what did
C.
it say? 11? So pull up your handy dandy, and I told you, hold on a second. There you go. I don't forgot, what they say, 11?
It's
All right,
C.
let's find our 11s. There they are. 6 and 5. And 5 and 6. There they are right there. So 2 out of 36, which is 1 out of what? 18?
It's C.
Yep.
C. Thank you.
Yeah.
Next, if you look at your overall grade and it is decreased, there has been a
Bravo.
conspiracy.
Duh.
Bravo.
Use the theoretical method to find the probability of the outcome. The next president of the United States was born on Friday, Thursday, or Sunday.
3/7.
Be 3/7. Unless they want it for the year,
Can't read.
then you have to type. You have to do 52 times 3, which is 156 over 365. Didn't specify. What happens when you don't do an assignment?
A trophy.
We give you a trophy. Yeah. A license plate is to consist of 2 letters followed by 5 digits. So that's going to be 26 raised to the 2nd power and 10 raised to the 5th power. So somebody multiply that together, please.
Let's
26 to the 2nd power, parentheses.
Delta.
Delta, thank you. What branch? The only one with United States in front of it. Overall
Cookie.
grade. If he takes the highest. I was hoping the last one. Okay, find the odds against correctly guessing the answer to a multiple choice question with 7 possible answers. So what's winning? 1
one
over
answer.
what? 7. So failing would be what? So 6 over 7, odds against, 6 over 7 divided by 1 over 7, 7 over 1, 6 to 1.
Alpha.
Alpha. And I know some of y'all are convulsing, but you'll be okay.
It's really kicking in about now here.
I know some of y'all are going to start actually convulsing.
It's
But
time for me to
Pendleton-
take my crack.
But no, you need to
That's
cover
fine.
up because some of those Pendleton students will spontaneously combust.
Oh,
6 to
okay.
1.
It's past nap time.
I know.
Jesus.
How many different 5-card hands can be dealt from a deck that has no face cards? What would that be? 40? Combination what? 5. What is that?
Let's see.
That's A.
Okay, now let's check. Submit.
Feel good about ourselves.
17, I told you we get 17 wrong. See what they did? I told you.
Oh, what?
See? That it was 103 is the worst on these type questions. 120 isn't that bad.
Oh, I got that.
Now, where does it say that you bought a ticket? Where does it say that it's a lottery? Where does it say any of that? It
It
doesn't.
doesn't.
So I'm very lenient on these questions. Now that you see this question, don't do a fraction, okay? But if you get one wrong, you can challenge it, and I'll probably be lenient, especially if it doesn't say lottery, if it doesn't say winning, there's not enough information there to warrant a 1 over. Does everybody see what I'm saying? Okay,
Yes.
what else did I miss? Okay, test overview, I'm looking.
it's been doing-
Ever.
It didn't time itself out.
Okay, well, I can't go back. Close. Oh, well. All right. We might extend the question day one more day or whatever. Y'all go ahead and finish as many questions you can. Send in questions. We'll go over questions Wednesday, and then we'll go into the new material. All right. Y'all have a good one. I'm not going to take the roll. Y'all just get out of here.
All right.
I don't want anybody to have a mess up there at Pendleton.